Dear, your lack of patience is slowing down the process. You know what makes a miracle a miracle? That you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. It wasn't no way. Like you just minded your business and boom, you just got a miracle at your front door. It's like ordering something and completely forgetting about it. Y'all know when y'all order some good stuff from like Alibaba and stuff like that, like some really, really cool stuff. And it's going to take about a month. And you completely forget about it, but when you get it, it's so exciting and the thing turns out like so much better than like you would have even expected it. That's what a miracle is like. But I think we forget the process of allowing things to allowing God to work and do what needs to be done so that this miracle can come through. We are living in a huge universe where we all play factors. We are one. We all play factors. God has to move this and this and this and this. And I don't think we understand truly our lack of patience and the inability to detach from the outcome, how it slows down the process. So this is a message to somebody who's praying for a miracle. You're praying for something and you really, 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 really want it. And you've probably wanted it for a long time and wondering like, why is it not happening? Why is it here? Number one, I feel like I definitely got to touch on this. We got to get away from the multiple manifestation methods. Stop believing that you're doing something wrong. It's as simple as speaking it, believing it, and feeling it and letting go. Literally, these are the steps. Say it, speak it out loud, and put it in the I am form, in the present. Say I am and whatever. Feel it. Feel the emotion of already having that thing. Feel it. And feeling it is going to help you believe it because you have to believe it. God is only going to give you what you believe. Some of us are manifesting things and we're not even certain about what we want. We're manifesting a man and we don't even know what type of man we really want. We're manifesting from a place of trauma still. We're manifesting from a place of just not being intelligent enough to have gone through a lesson and knowing that I don't even want that anymore. I don't even want that thing anymore. So you got to be sure about the thing that you're desiring. Once you do that, you got to release it. You did what you were supposed to do. A lot of people on this here internet is trying to make us believe that we're not praying enough, that we're not manifesting good enough, that there are some manifestation methods that work better or faster than others. Like I said, speak that thing, believe it, feel it, and release it. It's as simple as that. But we're getting caught up in, I got to do more. I got to pray more. I got to manifest more. And the more you have this thing on your mind and the more you feel like you have to put more energy into it, it's not your job to put energy into the thing that you're manifesting. It's not your job. And a lot of us, even we know faith without works is dead. In order for you to put works behind something, sometimes you got to know how to work it. Like some things that we desire, just say, I am a millionaire. You know, we're going to manifest from there. I am a millionaire. Well, I don't know the first thing about becoming a millionaire, but you know what? I got to leave that up to God. God is going to give me an intuitive lead. My intuition is going to be screaming at me for me to do something that makes no sense at all. But if I start doing these actions and I leave that up to God too, and I just start moving, there it is. Next thing you know, you're going to have that very thing. But the best analogy I can give for this situation is when your parents are wrapping something for Christmas, like, or you're a parent and you're wrapping gifts for a kid and they continuously comes into the room to see what you're doing. Like they kind of know you're in there wrapping it, but they want to check up on it. So you know God is working this thing and you know God is going to provide this thing for you. But for some reason, you just keep coming in and checking up on it. For some reason, you want to know what God is doing and what color is the wrapping paper and what size is the gift and is this the thing that I want? Every time a kid will come into the room, coming from a parent, every time my kids will come into the room trying to see what I'm doing, I have to immediately stop. You are slowing down the process. Now I got to stop. I got to stop working on this thing that I know you're going to love, that you asked for. You probably didn't think I can come through. I'm excited to wrap this thing for you. The problem is that you keep coming into my space. You're not giving me enough space to work this thing. And whoever this is for, you're not giving God enough space to work this thing. So go live your life. Even if this is a person, sometimes we get caught up in this is what I desire and am I doing the right thing so that I can be aligned with my divine partner and what will this look like and like we gotta completely detach from that. I know what I desire. I wrote it down and made it clear. I made it plain to God, the thing that I desire. After that, I believe that I can have this thing. I felt the feeling of what it will feel like to just have this type of person in my life. Okay, now I got to let it go. It's not up to me. And that should be the beauty of it. But we come from a society that makes us feel like we have to work. If you're not putting in work, then you're not going to get that thing. Whole time we're so spoiled that God handles that for us. God is like, what do you want? Okay, just give it to me. I want you to go like live your life, go do whatever. And I promise you, not only am I going to give you this thing, I'm going to give it to you 10 times better, because the way that we imagine things, we do not have the capability in our brains to imagine how good God can give us something, which is why like when God gives you something, it's so much more and better than what you were expecting. But we got to learn to have patience, and we got to learn to detach. We got to detach from the very thing that we desire. And it is hard, but that's a way of telling God, like, I'm okay. When we show God, I need this thing, I want this thing, I'm in desperation, God is like, you are my child. You are a royalty. We're not desperate for anything. We don't speak from desperation. And even if you're not speaking from desperation, the energy is desperation. The moment where you're saying like, I gotta have this, I need this, I really, really need this. And if you're waking up every single day trying to make sure that God knows that you have something, you're coming from a place of desperation. You're out of alignment. You're out of alignment because you are connected to all that is. You are connected to God. You are connected to the one. God does not move in desperation. So God is like, why is my child moving? You're not my child right now. I need you to step into your royalty and your godliness, because we think godliness is just about how we treat others. Godliness is your relationship with yourself as well and how you show up in the world. It's just not about being kind to people. Godliness is about having patience, and patience is one of the fruits of the Spirit. You got to be patient. You got to be patient, and you got to know how like to detach and just move on with your life. Like, yes, I asked God for this thing, and in my power, you lose your power when you become desperate for something. In my power, I can release this because I know it's going to be done. Now, we may, again, get a little bit impatient because we think we need it now. And that's when you got to come behind it and say, God is never late. God is always right on time. Now, your timing, what you think works for you, it's always going to be messed up because you can't see all that is happening around. You don't know what's going on over here, over there, over there. You just know the desperation of, I have to have this in my presence now. And God is saying, well, I wish my child knew that you don't need that. You don't need that. So now your lesson then becomes, okay, I got to teach her patience. So even when we're asking for things and we're desiring things, God is like, there's so many lessons in here. And one of them is your patience. Your patience is slowing down my process. We cannot allow our patience to slow down the process. If you're ever wanting something and you're saying like, oh, it's taking forever, or with God, things take forever. No, it's just how fast can you detach? How fast can you let it go? I promise you, this thing will come rushing in. And sometimes we like to say, well, God is going to work on this person for a year, or for me to become a millionaire, that probably will take me 2 years. Baby, please do not limit God. Please do not limit God. How about we just stop caring and we see how fast that thing comes? Because I believe you can be a millionaire tomorrow. I believe you can get a check tomorrow. How is it going to come? I don't know. Who it's going to come from? I don't know that either. But I do know that we cannot limit what God can do for us in this season. And in one way we kind of do that is showing that we don't have patience and getting out of alignment with our divinity. To be of God is to have patience, and we kind of forget that. So this is your sign right now. God sent me, your ancestors, just to give you this message that the patience, your inability to have patience is slowing down the process. Let's pick this back up, and let's pick up the patience, and let's detach from this very thing and go live your life. Go have fun. Go smile. Go walk in your purpose. And I promise you, this other thing, before you know it, you're going to look back and be like, oh, I forgot I ordered that. I forgot I wanted that. And that's what makes it a miracle, because you don't see it coming. But some of us just got our eyes on this thing so much. We got to turn our eyes away, and we got to allow God to do what can be done and what needs to be done in the season. And we have patience and move on.